Hi, myself Dr. Saptarshi Shankar Chakravarti. I had been practicing and preaching as an architect for the past 2 decades across India and abroad. Thank you for this opportunity where today we can discuss something which is very close to my heart, something about smart cities of the present times, of the future, and also touching a bit of the past. Kolkata is a fantastic city. It's very close to my heart. I was not really born in the city but brought up in a big way. For the last 4 decades, I have seen the city grow and change for the worse or for the better. Well, in my childhood, I very frequently went out, mostly with my father, to take a tour of the city. I remember going along that Maidan near the Victoria Memorial. That stretch was wonderful, early in the morning. On the same day, we used to take a tram, we used to walk a lot. The Kolkata is in a seismic zone. This part of the city is disaster prone in many ways, not just the waterlogging, but also the earthquake. Any day, any time, we never know. We have to take care of it, not just in terms of the infrastructure, the way the drainages happen, but also the buildings. As an architect, I should say the buildings has to be designed in such a way, the foundation of it has to be with beta elasticity so that it takes care of that kind of a tremor, the lateral movement, so that it doesn't collapse. The future architects or the upcoming ones has a pivotal role playing the part of the conservationist, of the people who take care of the city, of the people who take care of the community, take care of the green buildings in a big way. As a green building consultant, I am affiliated with the Indian Green Building Council as an Indian Green Building Council IGBC accredited AP. I know that there are certain parameters which if we follow, a building becomes green. Those are the guidelines for a building. There are guidelines for cities, there are guidelines for different elements. Today, when we look at our cities, for example, the city of Kolkata, we see unplanned growth, we see migration, we see urban sprawl. All of the list or the checklist of things which are not supposed to be done in a city to make it sustainable, we have already done it. Now we are in a process to undo it. Can we undo it fully? Can we undo it tomorrow? Questionable. But it is better to start today. EV is one part of the story where people travel. What happens to the place where people stay? The buildings. Let us make all buildings green buildings. Let us go into those parameters. What are the checklist? How does a building become? How can any layman make his or her building green? I talk a lot about architecture be for everyone. And architecture should be for everyone. It's not architecture is a part only for architects to practice. Let us teach architecture to each and every people who can make their home green in their own way. Students are our powers. We have a population where the younger generations are the dominant mass, and that population has to have that power to take care of the entire nation and to take care of the entire world. Our population is going to double within another 2 decades. What are we going to do about it? How do you sustain? Today, with the half of that population, we are crying for employment. What happens then? It's not about whether AI will take your job. AI will definitely do some mundane stuff. But the intellect of yours, the mind game of yours is important for the students to understand, for the students of the future. Because you are the empowered ones. And I try to do my part in a big way. Let's join hands and come together and do our part in making the future sustainable.